As electronic makers slug it out for ultimate supremacy at the 2008 Consumer Electronics Show. We will take you with us for a first look at what you might want to get your hands on this year.
All around the world.
Channel News Asia, a network of MediaCorp News.
Can't get enough of That's IT? Check out channelnewsasia.com/that'sit for the latest news and exclusive extras. Watch never-seen-before interviews with movers and shakers from the world of technology. Find out the top 3 gadgets each week. And read about my thoughts on the making of the show. Then, vote in the weekly online polls and have a say in what you see on That's IT. What are you waiting for? Log on now.
Hello, here are the headlines on Channel News Asia. I'm Chloe Cho. Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has called on China to help reduce a growing trade imbalance between the two countries. He wants Beijing to lift market barriers to Indian goods as both sides work towards deepening economic ties. New Delhi says the trade gap with Beijing has more than doubled from $4 billion in 2006 to $9 billion last year. Mr. Singh's 3-day visit is the first by an Indian Prime Minister to China in 5 years. South Korean President Lee Myung-bak says he's willing to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-il. He also promised North Korea major economic assistance if it abandons its nuclear ambitions. Setting out his policy goals, Mr. Lee also vowed to revive South Korea's economy by wooing investment and cutting red tape. Mr. Lee said he believes 6% growth is possible this year. Taiwan's ruling Democratic Progressive Party has picked its presidential candidate Frank.
With a space that's like that, you either see absolute desolation or you see great possibility.
They saw great possibility. Today, the new Marina Bay is an area poised to burst with vibrancy and life.
It presents a new image for the city, which I think every Singaporean can be proud of.
Marina Bay, the heart of Singapore's future downtown. Thursday, 9:30 p.m. on Channel News Asia.
This program is brought to you by the Urban Redevelopment Authority.
Talk to me. Talk to me. If you feel the need or when you need the feeling, talk to me. If you feel the need or when you need the feeling, talk to me.
Taking risks. That's what people come to Las Vegas for. It all started when the mob built massive gambling dens in what was then just another desert. Of course, that was back in the 40s. Now, those gambling dens soon paid off, making way for massive hotel casinos with attractions that range from Disney-style theme parks to the most sophisticated art galleries, shopping, and world-class museums. This time, run by legitimate corporations. And every January since 1967, consumer electronic manufacturers come here to take risks and gamble away their reputations. And hoping that whatever it is they release here become an instant hit, not just in the United States, but all across the world. Hello everyone, I'm Timothy Go. Welcome to Las Vegas and welcome to That's IT's special episode on the CES. Well, I have become very familiar with Las Vegas with all its glitter, glamour, flashing lights, and mostly superficial attractions. And yes, Las Vegas is quite ugly during the day, but it is the place that people take seriously when it comes to taking risks, calculated or otherwise. So in this episode of That's IT, we will try to squeeze in as much innovations, inventions, and ideas as we can in the next 30 minutes. So let's go. The CES, the biggest consumer electronics show in this part of the world. It is, as some would say, the motherboard of all electronics show. And so with great expectations, we flew to Las Vegas to again witness for ourselves what inventions will make it and what won't. Well, this sexy little gadget here, the Taser C2, is actually a consumer version of the Taser gun. And show us how it works.
Well, you put a cartridge in, that's the key, and you pull back this protective cover, which exposes a button, but it also exposes a laser sight. So you can see where you're targeted. And all it is simply the press of a button and the wires shoot, and it renders your attacker incapacitated. And it cycles for 30 seconds. So what we want you to do is to drop the taser, and it buys you time to get out of the deadly situation. We created the holster with the MP3 player in it because what we found is when you're out jogging or whatever, you're going to have your music. So why not, carry your C2 taser, it attaches to your belt, and you can listen to music while you're exercising
still be protected
and be
by the
safe.
taser.
Exactly.
All right. Now that Taser is just a teaser. If you like what you've seen so far, then don't switch channels because we have more nifty gadgets coming in just a while. Of course, no CES special can begin without the first keynote speech. And ironically, in an event famous for a lot of firsts, this week's first keynote is the last from Microsoft Chairman Bill Gates.
This is my last keynote, and it's the middle of this year in July that I'll move from being a full-time employee at Microsoft to working full-time at the foundation, as you heard. And so this will be the first time since I was 17 that I won't have my full-time Microsoft job.
He may be just months away from his last day at Microsoft's Washington State HQ, but that doesn't mean his vision stops there. Bill Gates is still excitedly talking about the next generation of things to come.
We have great partners building neat new form factor PCs using the unique capabilities. A lot of these are portable devices. A lot of them are far more stylish than anything you've seen before, smaller, fitting into new ways that people use personal computers.
USB.
Again, Bill Gates spoke about his paradise of seamless wireless connectivity, where we, as consumers, can access any information we want, wherever we want it, instantly. And all we have to do is click our mouse. This is, of course, a concept long embraced by Korea's Samsung Electronics.
Through your coverage of these events, many of you have shared this excitement by making people feel they are here too. Content is getting easier to share and access. Today, I'm going to tell you about 3 C's you can expect from Samsung Digital Media this year. They are connectivity, content, and creativity. They are all part of our new theme, Life Made Simple.
Making life simple is indeed something Samsung is working hard on, and it seems it is putting up all its efforts to satisfy all its users.
Evolving technologies like broadband internet access, device-to-device networking, and product convergence are opening up a new world of possibility to satisfy end users.
Innovation is the mother of all inventions. That's why we're here in Las Vegas in the first place. We're here to explore the new inventions and the possibilities and promises they hold for us. So just take a look at some of the things we'll be talking about a little bit later on here on That's IT.
And I feel I'm going down. In this tunnel there's no light to be found. In this hell I call my own.
Now, isn't that something? I just love being here at this time of the year. How I wish all of you can join me here to experience innovation on your own. But since you can't, better stay put because That's IT will be right back from Las Vegas.
From architect to poncho designer, banking to desserts, and from the civil service to websites. 3 beautiful entrepreneurs stand behind me, but only one will become Singapore's next top risk taker. Do the Blog TV, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. on Channel News Asia.
This program is brought to you by the Nokia N series.
His name is Don.
His name is Drew.
If you like staplers as much as we do. If you like Kim Jong-il as much as we do.
If you like lime green as much as we do. If you like babies as much as we do. If you like plumbing as much as we do.
If you like clapping as much as we do.
Podcast!
There are few better ways of exploring a country than backpacking through it. Travel to Cairo and trek through the sands to see the towering pyramids of Giza. Visit Sydney's famous Bondi Beach and head over to Sydney's Glebe Market for some bargain hunting. Then take in the natural beauty of Ireland and traverse her busy streets to understand Irish culture. Backpack across the globe on Explore, Friday, 8:30 p.m. This program is proudly brought to you by Catholic Pacific Airways.
The CES used to showcase anything Americans can think of. And then the Europeans came. And then the Japanese invaded. But as technology makes the world a smaller place, many foreign firms from important countries are also here to show off. One in particular is dominating many aspects of our household tech needs. Can you guess what it is?
Samsung's president said it himself. His company must satisfy what technology can offer now and what consumers really want. And that's perhaps the reason why Samsung is the single most successful foreign consumer electronic company in America this decade. From the sheer size of its booth here, you'll know that Samsung has got grand plans up its sleeves. And they have plenty of reason to be loud and proud.
We at Samsung believe people want one simple experience, no matter whether they are at home, at work, or on the move. With their strengths in consumer electronics, business products, and wireless communications, Samsung is uniquely positioned to deliver on the promise of life made simple.
In its attempt to simplify my life and yours, Samsung will start working on the same interface all across its products, from phones to all of its TVs.
With our users, the greatest source that connects it all.
If you have to learn a new menu structure every time you deal with a Samsung product, it kind of lowers the whole experience. So we're trying to tighten up the user experience across all of our products. And that user experience is probably the first thing that you experience after you turn the product on.
And with that, Samsung launched dozens of gadgets to suit our needs. And here are just some that I don't mind getting my hands on. A touch of color. That's what Samsung calls this new collection of exquisitely designed LCDs that adds so much more class to any living room.
And one of the new designs that we've launched over here is something called TOC, or Touch of Color. And it really is a different manufacturing process that we've developed that enable us to come out with a very flat screen, extremely smooth surface like crystal, and that really adds to the artistic value within the home.
So
it also adds a
good
little bit of touch color. Exactly. I mean, design is such, you're not looking at TVs as just a device to watch programs on it anymore. People are looking at TVs as part of the home furnishing. It has to fit in to the decor of the living room as well as the bedroom, wherever the TV may be.
And to complement your state-of-the-art TV, Samsung offers a sleek new entertainment system with wireless subwoofers. Now this is the first step in saying goodbye to ugly dangling wires behind your TV consoles. Samsung describes its latest offerings with words like cutting-edge technology and inspirational design. I'll take their word for it.
For those of you who like multitasking at home, this is the perfect monitor to have. You have a 22-inch main screen and a 7-inch that you can move around.
Music is also important to Samsung, as it is important to many of us, whether at work, at play, in transit, or simply relaxing at home. So it came up with this device that you can use to sync up your MP3 players with.
Basically, how it works is it runs off an interface, much like our P5 MP3 player, where it's very interactive in the sense that you can scroll back, you can scroll forward, and a lot of the options are touch sensitive. You know, it'll hold basically all of your pictures, your music, your videos, and it gives you interaction with them. If you have a Bluetooth phone, and most people do these days, you can actually send the music or the videos from your Bluetooth phone, from your device, directly into this unit as well.
Wireless is big at the CES this year, and so is HD anything. HD TVs, higher than HD LCDs, and get this, HD camcorders and cameras. And why not? If you already have a full HD screen at home, isn't it high time you shoot home videos in HD too? So it came up with the HMX20, the first 1920 by 1080 full HD camcorder. So go ahead, chronicle your baby's first steps on high definition mode. And while you're at it, check out Samsung's first DSLR camera, which can take snapshots up to 2.8 frames per second. Wireless, high definition, identical user interfaces. How else can Samsung make technology work for us?
We have to develop and introduce a lot more functionalities in the product. But the usage should remain simple. So actually very challenging. But now we are using our technology, for example, Bluetooth, and we are trying to relieve consumers from hassles.
Now, as I've said 2 seasons ago, it only took Samsung 10 years to achieve the kind of brand recognition that took Sony 30 years to achieve. So is Samsung really good at innovating their products, or is it really an expert in the game of branding? I don't have time to discuss that this week, but do share your thoughts with us on our website, channelnewsasia.com/that'sit. Do stay put, because we have a lot more to cover here from Las Vegas.
When a new movement in Chinese contemporary art was staged, many began to question the place of traditional paintings. Now, artists are approaching traditional ink paintings in an abstract style to reflect the now, while contemporary works discover their Chinese character by referencing the past. On Spirit of the Time, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. and 12:30 a.m.
This series is brought to you by Linda Gallery and proudly presented by Fortis Private Banking Singapore Limited. This Valentine's Day, if you are looking for love,
Hi, I'm a single 24-year-old looking for a special companion.
or trying to impress someone,
Check out my matching vibes.
why not upload a special video message on Mocha.com? Because we're looking for the best Valentine's Day video. Win holidays, watches, and other great prizes. For contest details, log on to Mocha.com/love notes now. Mocha, Singapore's #1 online classifieds.
You're coming again, me, nothing wrong.
Catch a newsworthy story on your cameras? Send it to us by MMS, email, or through our website. And have a say in our news with your news. This week on Desire. Start the new year with all things new. Splurge on expensive new paintings to decorate your home. New light therapy glasses that help you overcome jet lag and fight depression. Or even new clothes which combine fashion with fabulous chocolate from the Salon du Chocolat fashion exhibition. Prepare for a brand new year with cool new stuff on this week's Desire. Friday 9:30 p.m. Brought to you by Cliveden at Grange, Singapore. Another prestigious residence by City Developments Limited.
That's IT is coming to you from the CES in Las Vegas. Now, instead of talking about everything that we're seeing here, I'm going to let the pictures do the talking.
Okay, you didn't expect me not to say anything, right? After all, you'll need a commentator to make sense of these newly launched, newly created gadgets. And yes, you will need me to tell you what this is. It is not just a coffee table for your coffee table book. Microsoft Surface is a high-definition screen with gesture recognition technology. And speaking of gesture recognition, Toshiba also allowed me to toy around with its Quizmio Notebook, a prototype of Toshiba's gesture recognition technology. With an application like this, who needs remote controls? Motorola has been lagging behind everyone else while it waits for its next miracle phone to milk, like it did with the Razr series. Would this new music phone be it? I don't think so. And since we're talking about phones, take a look at this. No, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. This Casio mobile phone is really swimming inside the fish tank. Introducing the Casio GS1, a phone that amused me so much I just had to put it in this segment. But really, wouldn't you want a mobile handset that can withstand the rough elements out there? Snow, water, a great fall, extreme heat, humidity? This phone is one tough cookie. Yahoo took the opportunity to launch Yahoo Go 3.0. The spanking new Yahoo mobile homepage, it is hoping, will give the company the competitive edge in the mobile world. So what? Well, I had that question too, so I went ahead and asked people who knew better.
Some of the big news that we've announced here at CES, it really needs to be open. So we know that there's a lot of people out there who know and love and use Yahoo services, but we know that's not the entire internet. We know they use other services as well on a daily basis, and we want to make sure that they can access those same services through Yahoo as well.
And with that, Yahoo opens up the website for others to create their own content. Now, the good thing for you and me? Yahoo Go 3.0 is designed to be used in many different types of mobile phones. Fashion is also making a big impact at the CES this year. From Ego comes its latest collection of handbags. Handbags that are also quite powerful notebooks.
There are a lot of funny things happening here at the CES, like this American Idol branded karaoke machine. I don't know what exactly it does, but take a mic and maybe you can sing like your favorite American Idol. But you're not gonna get me to sing this time.
Now, I don't think that is innovation, but this one is. The American Idol Car Sing-Along Kit. Bring it along with you for that long road trip with your friends, and your trips to the countryside will never be the same again. And for those of you who think boomboxes are so last century, well, take a look at this. Lasonic came out with a boombox for the iPod generation. Dock your iPod in and you are ready to party. On a trip like this, I never fail to buy a tacky fridge magnet or two to hold notes and pictures up on my fridge at home to remind me of how much fun I'm having. But this Whirlpool connection fridge might just change all that. It's been created to provide instant plug-and-play function, so now you can hook up a digital photo frame, an iPod speaker system, even a Wi-Fi-equipped touchscreen tablet. What I'm about to show you right here is no plain SD card. Nope. This is iFi's new Wi-Fi SD card, quite simply a memory card with built-in Wi-Fi transmitter. What it does is allow us to transmit our pictures directly to our computers wirelessly. And since Wi-Fi is such an in thing this year, I can't go without telling you about Sony's next-gen Milo communicator. Now, Sony is quick to point out that this is not an ultra-portable PC. It's just a mobile device that lets you take the fun parts of your PC with you wherever you go. Applications like messaging, blogging, posting pictures, YouTubing, and more.
So this personal communicator lets you go Wi-Fi, click on your Skype, dial your number, and use it as a normal phone.
The big thing at last year's CES was the launch of the Microsoft Vista OS. Well, the guys at the Microsoft booth will be proud to tell you there are now over 100 million licenses issued for Vista users all over the world.
There are still complaints that Vista actually slows down some systems that came out last year, which were supposed to be Vista ready.
Yeah, with every new operating system, you encounter some problems. In particular, we made some decisions in how we built Windows Vista that, in order to get improved security, changed how drivers have to be written. And it always takes our ecosystem partners a while to catch up. And we've actually seen a lot of improvements since then. So if you took a snapshot of the world at launch and a snapshot today, you'd see a radical difference in terms of performance, the number of devices that work great with Windows Vista. And all of that's due to the hard work of our partners and the systems we have in place with Windows Vista to pinpoint problems like never before and identify exactly what's wrong and then go to a partner and work with them to create a solution. So it's getting better and better.
And this is one of the updates I like the most, a photo editing function that lets me take different parts of different pictures and stitch them into one. In just a few simple clicks of the mouse, too.
You know, the truth is, every time I come here, I end up getting really exhausted with the long flying hours, the jet lag, and having to scour through hundreds of thousands of square feet of exhibition space just to bring you the latest technologies. But at the end of the day, being able to play and poke all those new gadgets is well worth the trip. And since it's sundown, I think it's my turn to paint the town my shade of red. In Las Vegas, I'm Timothy Go. That's it.
Channel News Asia, a network of MediaCorp News.
When a new movement in Chinese contemporary art was staged, many began to question the place of traditional paintings. Now, artists are approaching traditional ink